UFC 261 brings about a rematch that I don't think should happen, but I'm not hating on it either. Kamaru Usman versus Jorge Masvidal 2. Now, Kamaru's obviously fought since fighting Jorge. He fought Gilbert Burns, dropped in the first round, comes back and absolutely bulldozes Gilbert Burns, and Kamaru looked so fucking impressive. He looked damn impressive. And he looks in better shape somehow. You're like, how can a Goliath like Kamaru Usman get in even better shape? How can he be more athletic than he already is? And somehow he just keeps improving 1% a day, 1% a day, 5% a fight. He just looks absolutely unstoppable. Jorge has sat out and waited for this rematch because he claimed, you got me on 6 days notice or whatever. He spent basically 6 days cutting weight to make that fight. Went 5 rounds with Usman, offered nothing really. He had a better of a couple exchanges, but that's all you can kind of take away from the fight. He did really well to go the distance. You can't take that away from Jorge. But Kamaru has called out Jorge now in this sense to put the nail in the coffin, in his words. He wants him to have a full camp. Come on then, have a full camp. Show me what you got. I'll put the nail in the coffin. I'll put you to bed. There's no more talking about it. You're a done deal. Doing this fight though, you've now pushed Colby aside and you've pushed Leon aside again. Obviously Leon's having the no contest with Bilal lately. Colby sitting out waiting for that matchup with Kamaru. Now, I'm not liking that either. That if Colby keeps declining Leon, then who are they both going to fight? They have to fight each other now. Kamaru versus Jorge has set up Colby versus Leon. That'll be in another video. But Kamaru Usman versus Jorge now, what's going to happen? To be honest with you, I think pretty much the same thing. I think Jorge's going to show up in better physical condition. Obviously, he didn't look as jacked as he normally does. He had a little soft spot around the stomach. He still looked in great physical condition. Obviously, he's still training. He's just not training like or like you would in a camp. But it doesn't mean he's not going to do better. I think he will do better. I think he'll push a harder pace. I think he can go the 5 rounds at a faster, heavier pace. I think he's going to commit more. I don't think he fears Kamaru's power. He stepped in the cage with like Darren Till. He got sat down by Darren in the first 90 seconds and smiled when he got back up. He likes a fight. He likes to get hit. He's a backyard brawler turned professional. His skills are elite. I think the hype caught up with the fans a little much with Jorge before because he had the 3 sensational knockouts over Nate, Ben, or not the knockout over Nate, but the sensational wins, I should say, over Ben, Darren, and Nate. It can't be the same. He's not gonna bull rush Kamaru and just sleep him. There's no way. Kamaru is too intelligent for it. Kamaru is too athletic for it. He comes in so conditioned he can take punishment. Look how hard Gilbert Burns hits. Just got up. He was rocked. He shook it off and just fought his fight. Commanded his game upon Gilbert. And Gilbert was dominating people in this division. I think it's going to be much of the same. I don't hate Kamaru Usman. I used to think he was really boring to watch. And as a hardcore MMA fan, it's a bit hypocritical to say. But I think a little bit was I just didn't like him as well. I do like him now. Not as a fan, but as someone that watches all his fights, I'm not like, oh, it's Kamaru Usman. I'm like, okay, let's see what Kamaru's going to do now, because now he's hurting people. He's not just grinding decisions. He's not just wrestle humping you. He's actually fighting MMA, and he's unbelievable. He's unstoppable. I think Kamaru wins this fight quite comfortably. I think Jorge might nick around, maybe 2, but I do think it's going to go a full distance again. I think Kamaru's going to win. I think he will. And still, where does it leave them both after this? Kamaru's going to be fighting either Leon or Colby. There's no doubt in my mind. I think Colby or Leon, they should be fighting each other. I think, praying as an Englishman, Leon wins that one, and then Leon can have a rematch with Kamaru. Leon brings home the belt. Bada bing, bada boom, no problem. But where does it leave Jorge? He's getting on now. He's fought everybody except Colby, except Leon. There'd be some good fights after. Winner of Leon Colby fights Usman, loser fights Jorge, or vice versa. If Jorge does win, because I'm going to get some comments saying you're writing Jorge off, he can spark him, he could do this. He probably can. I don't see it. I don't think many people do. I think Kamaru is going to be a heavy, heavy favourite going into this, rightfully so, and I think it's going to be the same outcome as the first, just with a little more athleticism. What do you guys think? Do you think Jorge? Do you think Kamaru? I can't wait for it, to be honest. All these fights, all these previews, all these videos I'm doing now, they've got a little talking time. They've got a little gap till the fight happens, so we can have debates, we can share it around, we can get some new opinions. Because let's face it, we all just like talking about MMA. If you have enjoyed the video, guys, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share it with everyone you can, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.